This video is secret and I don't get like loads of views. So if you have come across this, please stick around for some benzoyl peroxide tips. These are particularly helpful for beginners. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Casey and today we're talking about benzoyl peroxide. I wanted to create a video to just give benzoyl peroxide a moment to shine and really explain some pros and cons, some tips, some ways to use it. And I'm hoping that this video will be helpful for somebody out there. Don't forget to give this video a like if you do find it helpful and subscribe down below for more skincare content like this. Okay, so benzoyl peroxide is fantastic. The main reason I like benzoyl peroxide is because your skin does not become resistant to it. So you can use it for a long period of time and it's still going to do what it needs to do. Benzoyl peroxide really targets the bacteria that causes acne. I personally have seen results with benzoyl peroxide like this in the past, and it was only through my own rediscovery that I was like, hold on, I need to do this again. So I've been using benzoyl peroxide now for 2 months consistently. Now, while I want to speak a bit about that experience, this video isn't like a full review with before and afters or anything like that. But all in all, if you want to see more of my skin journey, then please check out some of my other videos. So my first tip is to definitely find the right benzoyl peroxide for you. I have a few here, but the one that I really like, it's easy to access here in the UK. It's easy to go to the pharmacy and grab it. And that is Acnecide 5% benzoyl peroxide. I've spoken about this before. I have other videos that include this product and I will link those down below. But this is a really good benzoyl peroxide, does the job for me. This is a gel formulation and my skin really likes it. This is one of the smaller tubes. It's 15 grams, but they also do a 30 grams and they also do a wash. So that's something you want to consider, whether you want a leave-on treatment or a wash-off treatment. Both are effective. However, a wash-off treatment might suit you if you have more sensitive skin, if you want less contact time, maybe if you want to build up, then that is a great place to start. Some people even like to use a leave-on treatment and then leave it on for a bit and then wash it off. However, I would really just advise getting a wash. So figuring out what benzoyl peroxide is right for you also includes percentages. Generally, 2.5% is really respected. You know, it does the job, it's not too irritating, and it's easy to access. And yes, like I've said, I use the 5% and I have found that to be fine. However, there are higher percentages out there, such as 10% benzoyl peroxide. Now, the higher percentages may help you get there perhaps a little bit quicker, but it also risks the fact of having more irritation and redness. So finding the right balance is probably for you going to be between 2.5 and 5% benzoyl peroxide. I recently tried the acne.org benzoyl peroxide. This is 2.5%, and in their regime, the recommendation is quite a bit. It's like a whole finger length, whereas generally with my other benzoyl peroxide, it's about a pea-size amount, the standard pea-size amount. My second tip is to be prepared to peel, get dryness, get redness. It's very likely because this is often a side effect of benzoyl peroxide. So don't be shocked if you start to get a lot of dryness. Mine particularly is around the mouth. I also had a series of redness. However, as your skin becomes accustomed to the benzoyl peroxide, it does get better, I promise, and you will see results. Linking with that tip is to obviously be prepared in the sense of having decent moisturizer on hand, perhaps a more skin balm that can help soothe. Understand how often you're going to use it, whether you want to go in every single day might be a bit much for your skin. You might be feeling that you're getting a lot of irritation and redness. So make a regime that suits you, using it every other day, easing up, starting with a lower strength, whatever it is for you. Be prepared for the redness and peeling. It may not happen to you, but it is a possibility because it is a side effect. Along with this, I would say avoid exfoliating because the benzoyl peroxide is also doing that in a sense. Let me just insert this little clip here of how the benzoyl peroxide is working.
Benzoyl peroxide has a potent antibacterial action. When applied, it penetrates deeply in the skin, killing the Propionibacterium acnes. As Propionibacterium acnes are killed, inflammation resolves. Its keratolytic properties exfoliate the skin and help the dead skin cells that clog the hair follicle to loosen and shed. The formulation containing acrylate copolymers will also decrease the oiliness on the skin by acting like a sponge and absorb surface sebum. The acrylate copolymers contain glycerin, which reduces dryness and hydrates the skin.
So when you have that dryness on the face, you may be inclined to be like, I want to get rid of it. Let me go and get a flannel and gently massage some of it away. And that is okay to an extent, but don't go getting a salicylic acid, doing a spin brush over the area, being very harsh, because that is not going to help the situation. It's going to have adverse effects. If you are starting benzoyl peroxide for the first time, get yourself an old towel or a designated towel and some pillowcases that you don't mind getting bleached. This is the reality of benzoyl peroxide. This would have been a lovely towel, but it's now stained forever. Not much I can do about it. No, bleach sounds really scary, like, oh my gosh, I'm putting a bleach on my face. Benzoyl peroxide is not bleach. However, it does have a bleaching effect on fabrics. My robe is practically ruined, and that is not from me wiping the benzoyl peroxide on it. That is not from me even sometimes washing my face. Sometimes if I lean or forget, it then transfers and you can stain your fabrics. So get yourself a towel that you don't mind getting ruined, because once it has been stained, it is pretty hard to reprimand that. My next benzoyl peroxide tip also applies to other acne treatments, but please just be patient. Like, I know you want to see results quickly. I know you're going through the stage of perhaps peeling and redness and you're thinking my skin's just getting worse. When's this going to actually help my acne, my oiliness, whatever it is? It takes time to work. Even 2 months in, I'm still waiting. And I would give yourself a good 3 to 6 months to keep using it and seeing how it goes. Get some progress pictures of how your skin was before, how it is now, and really analyze if it's getting better, because that way you can really see it before and after. I am going off the top of my head here because I don't have a script, but you know, I hope these tips help you, because the benzoyl peroxide, a lot of people don't like benzoyl peroxide because of the negative aspects of it. For example, the bleaching, the redness, the peeling. But there are so many other acne medications that do things just like that or worse. But it's about the results. It's about the results, because the results are there. Here's the thing about benzoyl peroxide. You don't need a benzoyl peroxide cleanser or wash and a benzoyl peroxide treatment. You don't need to use both. You're not getting more results or better, faster results. It's just not how it works. You know, just choose one or the other, stick with that path, go down that and use that. Obviously you can switch it up and decide, do you know what? I no longer want to use the leave-on treatment. Now I'm going to start doing the wash. You can absolutely do that, but there's no need to have both. So don't feel that you need to get a benzoyl peroxide wash and a treatment. When you use it, it can be AM and PM. It does depend on what it says on the product itself, but generally most of these can be used AM and PM. I personally think BP is really good with like a retinoid or something that may also be likely to cause a purge, because it can help you get that under control. This one about benzoyl peroxide is a reality. Now, for me, I've had acne for many, many years. I'm 26, so my acne is now considered adult acne, because when it's over the age of 25, it is adult acne. So I've had acne since I was a teen to now, and I've tried many things in between, and benzoyl peroxide is still the thing I go back to, because I always do the same thing, which I don't want you to do, which is I stop using it. And I don't know what reasons, you know, I think the last time when I did it, I used benzoyl peroxide and I had great results. I have a video on that, I will link it down below. Last time that happened, I stopped because my skin was clear, right? I was like, great, I don't have acne anymore, I don't need to worry. But the fact is, it came back because I wasn't using it. And how benzoyl peroxide works, it needs to be consistently used. Now, I know for some people that sounds like a big scandal from maybe the pharmaceutical companies that have you wrapped around their little finger coming back for more, because otherwise you're going to get acne, right? And in a sense it can be, but because benzoyl peroxide has those kind of results, you want to stick with it to prevent acne and also help heal your current acne. So if you stop using it, you're going to stop seeing results. And I know that might suck for some people. You're starting to realize, gosh, I'm going to have to buy a tube every couple of months. So go for bundles. Acnecide do bundles on their website. Acne.org do massive bottles of benzoyl peroxide. And that's the main tip, is if you see it working, if your skin is clearing, continue use. Because the number one thing is your skin is not going to become resistant to it. If you hear that online, it's not true. Go to dermatologists, go to the internet and really have a good look, because that does not happen. your skin does not become resistant to benzoyl peroxide. One thing, however, if you do see your skin clearing and getting better, you can obviously start to reduce the amount you're using. Because for example, if that was me, I would go from using it twice every day down to, once every day, seeing how my skin gets on. Give it a bit of time to really assess, is this going to be okay, or am I going to break out lots? See how it goes. And I personally would rather be buying benzoyl peroxide the same way I am SPFs all the time to protect my skin, moisturizers all the time to moisturize my skin, and having that as part of my skincare rather than having to deal with acne all the time. So I can only hope that this time round, again, benzoyl peroxide saves my ass. I am also using tretinoin, and if you want to follow my skin journey, which is currently involving tretinoin and benzoyl peroxide, then please stay tuned because I have more skin content just for you. I hope you guys found this helpful. Honestly, benzoyl peroxide tips, I'm going to list them all down below. So if you have any other ones that I didn't mention, no matter how small, how big, put them down below. I want to see what you guys think. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It really helps my channel. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope to see you in my next video. If I do, then you must be subscribed. Bye.